Welcome back, Hip Hop Purists, to another episode of 40 Years of Hip Hop, where we review and dissect 1,000 songs over the span of 40 years from 1979 to 2019. This is your host with the many aliases, the G-Man, aka the G-Money, aka the Incredible G, also known as the Shin Kuro Guy G. And today we will be reviewing on episode 73, Justify My Thug by Jay-Z, from the Black Album in 2003. Let's take a trip down memory lane. The Black Album is the 8th studio album by Jay-Z. It was advertised as his final album before retiring, which is also a recurring theme throughout the songs for the album. Also, Jay-Z wanted to enlist a different producer for each song. It is by far one of his best albums to me. I was so enthusiastic to hear it and couldn't believe he was retiring from rap. But then again, was it just a gimmick for a concept album? Because since then he has released like 8 albums. Great marketing scheme, because with 3.5 million copies sold, it was his second best-selling effort. Now back to the review of Justify My Thug. Originality. What makes this song's original? You got one original badass song based around a simple loop from Funkadelic's The Witch and a thug-out version of the chorus from Madonna's hit from 1990, Justify My Love. How can you be more original than this? I was so amazed when I heard rumors of Jay-Z working with Madonna, since I'm a huge fan of all the works. And for all that reason, I kept it short and I went with a perfect score for that, a 5 out of 5. Sure, Mr. Lawrence be flipping on his side with my many 5s. Courtesy of Discog, all music for information. A fun fact, the pop maven was even supposed to sing on the track. The way they envisioned it, Madonna was going to come into the recording studio and sing the hook for them in different fun ways, said DJ Quick, the producer of the track. She'd heard the track and everything, but at the last minute she put out. Why? Madonna, tell me why. It would have been so amazing if and would have propelled Jay-Z to another plateau far sooner working a song with Madonna. So one day we may know the reason why she pulled out. This is something, Madonna, you have to answer us. Why you didn't record that chorus. Delivery, lyrics, and flow. The song's lyrics are awesome. Only Jay-Z can deliver these kinds of lyrics and flow. He's making a statement about himself and character. It's a struggle and a war outside, an eye for an eye. Message to the president and the governor. Love the lyrics about justifying his thugness. Justify my thug. As a hip-hop quotable, I got the first one. It goes 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, rock. 5, 6, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, rock. 11, 12 o'clock, the party about to pop. Then Rockefeller, y'all, it's your boy S. Dot. I ain't never been to jail, I ain't never play a nigga. To do no dirt for me, I was scared to do myself. I will never tell, even if it means sitting in a cell. I ain't never ran, never will. I ain't never been smacked. A nigga better keep his hands to himself or get clapped for what's under that man's belt. I never asked for nothing, I don't demand on myself. Honesty, loyalty, friends, and then wealth. Dead before dishonor, and I tell you what else, I tighten my belt before I beg for help. Yo, boy, the statement, he's telling you he takes care of his own beef and problems, That's, he ain't never paid someone to do the dirt for him that he was scared to do himself. That's a bold statement, And as another quotable, I had the whole second verse. It's not too long. It says, now if you shoot my dog, I'ma kill your cat. Just the unwritten laws in rap. Know that for every action, there's a reaction. Don't have me relaxing. Relaxing's what I'm about mine. Don't be acting like you can see street action. Take me back to reasonable doubt time. You see my mind's on the finish line, facing the wreck. I put my motherfucking fate in the tech. Tell Satan, not yet. You understand I am chasing my bread. I am narrowly escaping my debt. Oh yes, I am the Michael Schumacher of the rock roaster, traveling in Mach 5, battling in my apparel, can't stop God. God forgive me, but I can't let him deliver me to you until I won this race. Then eventually my engine gonna burn out. I get whatever is meant for me. However, it turns out fine. Red line. Yo, man. The unwritten laws in rap. You shoot my dog, I will kill your cat. Yo, man. He's saying that take me back to reasonable doubt time and you'll face the consequence, you know? And also, he's the Michael Schumacher of the rock roadster. He's traveling at Mach 5, the speed of light, you know? Oh, it's really amazing. And the best part is when he said, God forgive me, but I can't let them deliver me to you yet. Because he's not done. And also, as from verse 3, I got two quotable short ones. They say an eye for an eye, we both lose our sight, and two wrongs don't make a right. But when you've been wrong and you know all along that it's just one life, at what point does one fight? Good question, right? Yo, how could you be more clear than that? And also, when he says, Mr. President, there's drug in our residence. Tell me what you want me to do. Come break bread with us. Mr. Governor, I swear there's a cover up. Every other corner there's a liquor store. Fuck is up. You know. And on the hook, you got Charlotte Gibson, an Afro-American vocalist and songwriter who has recorded and toured with artists such as Whitney Houston, Celine Dion, Mariah Carey, and Nine Inch Nails. She also has served as a backing vocalist on American Idol and winning the theme song for The Ellen Show. Courtesy of Genius.com for the lyrics. And for all these reasons, you know, I'm a Jigga fan. You know, that guy has lyrical skills. I had to go with a perfect score of 5. Drum rolls, please. This is my top 5 Black Album tracks in any particular order. That album, my 5 favorite tracks are Threat. This one is so ill. And I got What More Can I Say? And also I got the Rick Rubin produced 99 Problems. And also as number 4, Justify My Thug, the song we're reviewing. And the last track is by Kanye West, produced the song Lucifer, Dawn of the Morning. Oh, that song is so ill. So one of these two songs, like Threat or Lucifer, may make the list because Jay-Z has so many songs. We have to narrow it down. He's one of the MCs I think that could have the most songs in the top 1,000, you know? Not because I'm a fan, but we have to take reality-wise. Some cats like Nas, Jay-Z, Big Daddy Kane, MB and Rakim, you know, these guys are so many tracks, you know, immortal tracks. But we have to narrow it down at one point. Production and beat. On this awesome beat, Jay-Z connects with West Coast producer DJ Quick to provide a different sound for the Black Album. Quick talk about how this song came together by quoting this. I banged out 3-4 beats. He was, yeah, I like that one there. So from that point, we stem out the track. Young Guru put a nice rough mix on it. Jay got up, walked in the booth, cock his fucking Nike, fitted to the left, and I think it was. And just belted that motherfucker out. Who does that? One take with no paper. Who does that shit? He's a rock star, man. A fucking rock star. That's the words of DJ Quick, of the experience of recording that track. How many MCs nowadays besides Notorious Big, Tupac, and Jay-Z are known to rock the mic on one simple take with no papers? Not too many. Notes about the producer. DJ Quick. He's an American rapper, songwriter, DJ, and record producer known for his production in the G-Funk style of West Coast hip-hop. Quick's stage name reflects his ability to produce records in a short period of time. He's been making beats and hits since 1991 up to this day as a prolific producer. He was inspired by funk and soul artists such as George Clinton and Roger Troutman, who taught him how to use the talk box, which became a trademark for Quick's sound throughout his career. He has collaborated with Snoop Dogg, Corrupt, Tupac, Eric Sherman, Shaquille O'Neal, The Game, Murs, X-Clan, Truth Hurts, and Maroon 5, among others. The beat contains 4 samples. The vocal lyrics are We're Gonna Rock Around the Clock by Bill Haley and His Comets, a 1954 joint. Vocal lyrics from Justify My Love by my girl Madonna, 1990. Vocal lyrics from Rock Box by Run DMC, 1984. And multiple elements from The Witch by The Funkadelic, a 1980s joint. courtesy of WooSample.com. For all that reason, for the beat, I had to go with a perfect score again of 5. Not a fan of DJ Quick production, but on this one he rocked it to me, the best DJ Quick production. Before we get back to the next section, we at 40 Years of Hip Hop use Buzzsprout to broadcast our podcast and get our show listed on every podcast platform available. So far, our podcast is listed on over 20 platforms and reached 10,000 downloads in less than a year. As a Buzzsprout member, you will get a great-looking podcasting platform, an audio player that you can drop into your website, and even WordPress. You will also benefit with detailed analytics and tools to promote your episode, like audio-video snippets of your podcast called Soundbites. My favorite benefit is that I get to generate a second revenue by talking about something that I'm passionate about. Think about it. Are you a fan of something? Try podcasting about it. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3 and can generate you a second revenue. Get started free, no credit card required, cancel anytime, no contracts. Use the link in our episode notes to let Buzzsprout know that we referred you, and if you sign up after your trial to a paid plan, you'll receive a $20 Amazon gift card that helps support our show. Buzzsprout is the way to go. Relevance and longevity. Did it stand the test of time? Yeah, it actually did in a way. The Black Album debuted at number 1 on the US Billboard 200, selling 463,000 copies in its first week and became Jay-Z's top-selling records of the 2000s decade. In 2005, the Black Album was nominated for a Grammy Award for Best Rap Album, losing to Kanye West's College Dropout at the 47th Grammy Awards. It was ranked number 349 on Rolling Stone's 2012 edition of the 500 Greatest Albums of All Time list and rose to number 155 on the list's 2020 edition. Pitchfork ranked the Black Album at number 90 on its decade-end list of the top 200 albums from the 2000s, while Slant Magazine ranked it 7th best on a similar list. In 2012, Complex named it one of the classic records of the previous decade. The song itself never charted since it was not released as a single. The song was also remixed many times. In December 2004, Rockefeller Records released the Black Album on vinyl with no beats underneath Jay-Z's lyric, spurring producers and DJs to rework his farewell disc into creations such as the Brown Album and even the Grey Album by LA producer Danger Mouse, which combines Jay's words with music from the Beatles' self-titled album, also known as the White Album, breaking with the Rockefellers' tradition of not releasing a cappella 12-inch, so producer could remix the hell out of it. They totally have a lot of control of the music, the Rockefeller, back then. Several notable reworkings were released, but of all the remix albums, the Grey Album was the most popular. It was sampled in 8 songs. Justified My Thug by Danger Mouse in 2004, Justified My Thug by Quote in 2004, also Justified My Thug by Night Wonder in 2004. Also on the track Hear My Name, Sergey Santiago remix by Harmon Van Helden featuring Spalding Rockwell, a 2004 dance electronic song. Also on the track Pillar by Tetris and DJ Tort in 2009. On the song Party Bout to Pop by Purpose in 2011, and on the track called The Cards by Rhapsody featuring Big Remo in 2012, and finally the track called Loyalty by Anarchy in 2013. And for all these reasons, I had to go with a 3.5 out of 5 for relevance and longevity. A fun fact: Jay-Z notched his 14th number 1 album on the US Billboard 200 on July 29, 2017 with the album 444, extending his record as the solo artist with the most number 1 album in the 61-year history of the tally. His latest accomplishment helps him distance from the 2 solo acts with the second most number 1s, Bruce Springsteen and Barbra Streisand, who each have 11 number 1s. As far as impact, the song's impact on hip-hop is not so much recognized. It is considered as a filler track on an amazing album. Any Jay-Z song has at least a certain impact. It's an artist that reaches such a stratosphere business-wise and artistically too. He has the Midas touch. Whatever he touches turns to gold. This song was the least favorite of the album according to most reviews of the album. People thought Jay-Z was lazy and offbeat for some odd reasons. To me, this song is so dope, different, and original. My opinion, what y'all think? Let me justify my thought, people. And for all that reason, I had to go with a 2.5 out of 5 for Impact. Another fun fact, on July 22nd, 2021, Kanye West premiered his new album Donda at a live listening event in Atlanta's Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Donda closes with a verse from Jay-Z, their first time on a song together in 5 years, and teases at Watch the Throne 2 album. If this happened, can't wait to hear this. As a total score, I went with a 21 out of 25 for an 82%. Thank you, fellow hip-hop purists, for tuning into our podcast at 40yearsofhiphop.buzzsprout.com and click on the support us hard icon to buy us a coffee so that we can continue our weekly podcast journey until we reach 1,000 episodes. We're also available on all other major podcast platforms, YouTube and Dailymotion. Follow us on social medias at 40 Years of Hip Hop on IG, Twitter, and Facebook. Links in podcast notes. We have also made FeedSpot's Top 50 Hip Hop Podcast list at number 40. Go check the list. Links in our episode notes. I'll be back next week with Get At Me Dog by the late DMX featuring Chic Louch. This is a G-Man signing out, and I'm Howdy 5000. Peace.